What's up, y'all? It's your girl Queen Brianna, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, then welcome, but if you're not new, welcome back. What's poppin'? As y'all can see from the title of today's video, today I'm back with another story. I'm back with another story time. I've been really enjoying doing these little story times on my channel, and I think y'all are kind of liking them too. So I'm gonna keep them coming. I'm gonna keep the stories coming. So yeah, so today I'll be telling you guys my worst client experience ever. And y'all, this is a pretty crazy story, and I actually have another story similar to this, like another crazy client experience story that I'm also gonna be sharing with you guys. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that video too. But both of these stories are super crazy. But yeah, we don't like long introductions over here. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to my channel. We're on the road to 300 subscribers. Make sure you follow me on all of my social medias. And make sure you guys book with me and follow my business page. And with all of that being said, let's just go ahead and get into the video. Alright, so this story took place about a year ago. It was last year sometime. And a little backstory, if y'all didn't know, I'm a graphic designer. I design logos for people. I make flyers, business cards, websites. I make everything. So I've been doing this for almost 2 years now, and every now and then I get like a little customer with an attitude. So whenever I do logos for people, there's a turnaround time. If you don't know, a turnaround time is basically like how long it's going to take for you to receive your logo. So for example, if the turnaround time is 5 to 7 days, you purchase the logo on Monday, that means you'll receive it 5 to 7 days from that day. I'm pretty sure y'all already knew that, but I know sometimes people don't be knowing, so I just had to make sure we was all on the same page here. My turnaround time was 3 days, right? It was 3 days. Mind you, around this time I was in school still. Like, school had like just started. I was going to school every day. I was doing schoolwork, projects, and then I was working on people's logos and stuff like that. So I was balancing a lot, but I was still sending everybody their logos and stuff within the 3-day turnaround. Because one thing about me, if I say you're gonna get something in 3 days, I'm gonna make sure you get it in 3 days. I never went over the turnaround time limit. I just feel like that was bad business. Like, sometimes on school night, I would be up until like 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning finishing people's logos because I wanted to make sure they had it in time. So this particular time, there was this lady, right? She had purchased a logo from me, and she had purchased the logo on Tuesday. So she had purchased it like that morning, like that Tuesday morning. By that Tuesday afternoon, she was texting me, asking me like, how is it going? Is it almost done? All of that. I haven't even left school yet. Like, you just bought the logo this morning and you already texted me like, what, 5 hours later? Like, I'm literally still in school. I'm literally still in class. And she's already texted me, oh, is the logo done? And obviously I haven't started on it yet because it's only been a few hours and the turnaround time is 3 days. You have 3 days till you get it. Of course, I didn't want to say, oh, I didn't start on your design yet. I feel like that sounds unprofessional. So I was just like, oh, everything's coming along good. You know, everything's cool. And she was like, all right. A day goes by. Now it's Wednesday, right? Which is day 1. Because remember, I said the turnaround time is 3 days. So Wednesday's day 1. Thursday is day 2, and Friday is day 3. So she's gonna get the logo that Friday. I keep saying this because this is super important in the story. So Wednesday comes and she texts me again on Wednesday, and she's like, hi, how's everything coming along? And I just told her the same thing. I was just like, everything's coming along good. She texts me like again, like Wednesday night, and she's like, is the logo almost finished? I was like, yeah, everything's coming along good. You know, I'll send it to you once it's complete. So basically, like, you don't have to keep texting me about it. I'll send it to you once it's done. Thursday comes, right? Thursday comes. I remember I told you I was going to send it to her on that Friday. Usually what I do the day before, like, if I know I'm going to send somebody their stuff the next day, I'll text them the day before and I'll be like, hey, I just wanted to update you. You're going to receive your logo tomorrow. Like, I just send them like a little update. So that Thursday, I was going to text her that morning, and I was going to tell her that she was going to receive her logo the next day, that Friday, right? So I go on Instagram and I go to my DM, and why she already been blowing me up, and she's like, when am I gonna get my logo? Like, I just detected an attitude in her text. Like, I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was just giving attitude. I texted her back and I said my turnaround time is 3 days. I was finna update her and tell her she was gonna get it the next day, but since she was coming at me with all this hostility, I was just like, listen, the turnaround time is 3 days. She texted me back and she said, so like I said, when am I getting my logo? Like, well, she didn't say it like that. But it was something along those lines. It was like, so what day will that be, or so when am I going to get, like, it was something like that. And I was like, I literally just told you you receive it 3 days after you purchase. If you do the math and you know you purchased it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you know that means you're going to get it tomorrow. So now you're trying to be smart, you're trying to be funny. But I just didn't respond because, like, I literally just told her when she gonna get it, and she So I left it at that. I didn't even respond to her. I was like, I'm not gonna respond. I'm gonna just finish up her logo and I'm gonna send it to her tomorrow on Friday. And whenever I send logos to people, I always do like 3 samples because I like to give people options to choose from. So I finished like one of her logo samples. So I didn't get to finish the other 2 samples until like late that night. It was like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I was still up trying to finish all her logo samples so I could send it to her that morning, even though she was giving me an attitude problem. Then I went to sleep, woke up a few hours later that morning, go to school. And then when I get to school, I go on Instagram to send her logo. And y'all, tell me why she's been blowing up my phone. So remember when I said she had texted me that Thursday and was like, so what day will I be getting it and all of that? And I said I just didn't respond. So she texted me that morning on Friday and she was like, hello, and sending me all these question marks and stuff. At this point, I got mad. Now looking back at the situation, I should have just sent her the logo and just been done with the situation. At this time, I wanted to be petty. So I responded back and I said, you'll get it tomorrow on Saturday. I was finna send it to her that Friday, the day that she was supposed to be getting it. Since she wanted to blow me up and say hello, and send me all these question marks and all of that, I was like, no. So I was like, you'll receive it tomorrow on Saturday. After I said that, she just went off, y'all. She went off. I'm gonna read the screenshots and I'm gonna also put them up here on the screen somewhere so y'all can read along. So y'all, I got the screenshots right here on my laptop. I can't read the screenshots from my phone because I'm recording on my phone, so I'm gonna just read them from my laptop. I don't want to leave nothing out. Like, I'm gonna read verbatim, word for word, exactly what was said. She sent me like these crazy looking emojis after I told her that it was going to be sent on Saturday. So she sent me these little ugly emojis, and then she said, it's Friday. I wanted to start designing my page today. I've decided to go with a different graphic designer. She'll be branding my entire page. She offers logos, business cards, flyers, blah, blah, blah. So I can post more content starting out. You can cash at me back for $30. Your services are no longer needed. Thank you in advance. See how she said, it's Friday. I was supposed to start designing my page today. So if you knew you were supposed to get your logo today, why did you keep asking me what day you're going to get it? Why would you blowing up my phone asking me when you're going to get your logo if you knew you was going to get it today? So this is what I had to say, y'all. I said, okay, but I have a no refund policy because I do. And then I said, I've already started working on your design, which I did because it was done. So I can send it to you tomorrow when it's complete since you've already paid for it. You can decide if you want to use it or not. Also, I already stated that my usual turnaround time is about 2 to 3 days. Sometimes logos are sent out the next day. Sometimes it might take 4 days. I'm a student and I also have a personal life, so things happen, which is why I can't guarantee an exact date. I always send out updates to my customers about their designs, so it's rude to continue asking me every day when is the logo going to be done when I have many other projects to complete and send out every day as well. And y'all, I think that was like super professional. The part when I said I'm a student and I have a life, which is why I can't guarantee an exact day, all of that was stuff that I had made up. Like, I had to say something to justify why I was sending hers that Saturday. Like, I couldn't just be like, well, since you want to have an attitude with me, I'm gonna send it on Saturday. Like, I couldn't say that. Y'all, that's not even it. Like, there's more. So she texted me back and she said, you should change it. She was talking about my policy, by the way. She said, you should change it and you should add all that stuff you just said about there being no refund policy and how you're in school and you can't guarantee anything and how you'll keep me updated even though you never even updated me once. And she said, but it's cool though, never again. First of all, why don't you read the policy before you tell me what to put in the policy? Because I literally state everything in my policy, and this is how I know she didn't even read it. How you gonna tell me put this in the policy when it's already in there? Like, did you even read it? Like, then she was telling me how I never updated her and stuff. Even though, remember, I told y'all I was going to update her on Thursday and let her know she was going to receive her logo that Friday. But she had already texted me that Thursday, which is why I never got a chance to update her. Like, why I'm going to update you when I've already been keeping in contact with you every day? Like, you've been texting me every day about your logo. So what is there for me to even update you about when we've literally been keeping in contact? Make it make sense. And I said, once 2 days go by, I always send out an update, and anybody who's ever had a logo done by me can attest to this. There was never a need to update you because you had already been contacting me every day. I was planning to send you an update yesterday before you had already messaged me. And also on my page in my policy, it already states no refund policy. I've never experienced these issues before with any other client, so I'm sorry you had a bad experience, but as I said, I'll send you your logo tomorrow, and whether you decide to use it or not, it's up to you. But I wish you the best with your designer, with your new designer, because she said she's gonna go get a new graphic designer to make her logo or whatever. And after I said all that, she didn't even respond anymore, because what is there to even say? Like I had said, I already had completed the logo, and it was gonna go out that Friday, the day that it was supposed to go out. But since she had an attitude and she just kept blowing me up and stuff, I decided to be petty, sent to her that Saturday. And looking back on it, I probably should have just sent her the logo and just been done with the situation. Fast forward that Saturday, I sent her the logo samples, because remember I said I made 3 samples, and I was like, hey, these are the logos that I made. You can choose the one you want to use. If you don't want to use it, it's up to you. This is the funny part of the story. So after I sent it to her, she didn't respond, right? So like a week went by, but I was like, I wonder, did she ever like find a new designer to make her a new logo? Because remember she said she was gonna go with somebody else and they was gonna make her logos and stuff. I went and I looked up her page, right? Her page wasn't popping up. And I was like, hold on. So I go back to my DMs and I'm scrolling, trying to find her messages, trying to get to her message. So I finally found her in my DM and I click on her page and it says user not found. Y'all, she blocked me. She freaking blocked me. And y'all, you know what the crazy part is? Tell me why she was using the logo that I made for her. She did all this talking, all this back and forth, all this arguing with me, talking about how she's never working with me again, how I never updated her, how she found a new designer who's gonna make her logos and flyers. She did all that just to turn around and use the logo that I made for her. That's the part that gets me. Like what Nikki said, that's what gets me.
Now that is what gets me.
And I was like, oh, so this is why she blocked me. Like, this is probably the real reason why she blocked me. Because she didn't want me to see that she was doing all this arguing back and forth just to turn around and use the logo that I made for her. That's the real tea. Like, don't you feel stupid? Don't you feel silly? Like, what happened to the other designer you said you found? Like, what happened to the other girl who was making your logo? What happened to her? What happened to her? And then the other day when I was like going through the screenshots and like getting everything together for this story time, I went and I looked up her page on my regular page because she blocked my business page, but she didn't block my regular page. So I went and I looked up her page again. She's still using the logo I made for her. Still haven't gotten a new logo from a different designer like she said she was gonna do. Remember, she said she found a new designer who was gonna make her all these flyers and stuff for her to post and promote. I ain't see none of that. I ain't see none of that. Like, I don't know, maybe it was invisible because like I sure didn't see it. But yeah, y'all, that's really the story of my worst client experience ever. Like, we got into a whole back and forth argument. She blocked me and everything just to turn around and use the logo I made for her, because she know that logo looked good. Like, it was a really cute logo. I wish I could include the logo samples that I made for her in this video, but obviously like the logo tells her business name and I'm not trying to like expose who it is or anything like that. I can't include the logo in the video, but it was really cute. And I was like, I done sat here, stayed up till 4 a.m. on school night working on this logo for her, just for her to give me all this attitude. That is the end of this story time. Like I said, I have another story time coming super duper soon. Make sure y'all stay tuned for that. It is another entrepreneur story time about another client experience I've had. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Make sure you like this video, comment on this video, follow me on all of my social medias. Make sure you guys book with me for logos, flyers, YouTube thumbnails, everything like that. Check out my Instagram to see some of my work. Also, make sure you guys check out my website, because I recently launched my website and I sell ebooks teaching people how to like boss up their business, how to like get customers, get sales, use Instagram to grow their business, all that good stuff. And I also have another one on how to make logos and how I make logos and telling all my design techniques and all of that good stuff. So make sure you guys check out my website to shop my ebooks. And with all of that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.